This is Portside Perspectives, exploring the yacht economy.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Portside Perspectives. We're talking today with Allie Hawkins, and she is the co-owner of Belle Charters. Welcome, Allie.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
It's great to have you. So, first thing I always like to get from people is you're obviously in the marine space. Before we get into your business and what you're actually doing, I'd really like to know what your background is. What's your origin story? Where'd you come from? How did you get into this world? And don't shy out on the details, because I always find it fun to hear how everybody grew up scrubbing the bottom of boats and in a marina somewhere, and now they're in charge of a business somewhere in the world, right?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Southern California and was around boats, but never really a sailor until my 20s. And first boat I owned was a 50-foot trimaran, and I was 26 years old and moved aboard and learned everything I needed to learn about sailing and being on the water on that boat. And ever since, I think I'm at boat number 18 I've owned now that I'm in my 50s. I was a wedding photographer for 17 years, and my fun was on boats, and decided that I had had enough of that. And as a serial entrepreneur, decided to turn my other passion into a business and ran a 6-person charter business up here in San Francisco. And that parlayed into the current business, Baylight's Charters, where we have a 49 passenger tall ship, which is right behind me in the photo.
Nice, nice.
Um, she's a scow schooner, which is indicative of the area. There were 600 of them on the bay during the gold rush. She is a replica, so she is built with all the modern amenities, but this historic charm and beauty. For my origin story, it was just kind of following the next right step and learning that 6-pack charters are really hard to make pencil, and it's one of those situations where go big or go home. So we took the leap and bought Gaslight, and she is, as I said, a replica. So there was an actual scow schooner named Gaslight during the Gold Rush. So she was the technology of the day, meaning gas lights for the street lights and everything. And so this was also the technology of the day. And so that's how she got her name. So
Cool.
fast forward, I live on a 48-foot boat. I currently own or am partners in 5 boats, and my whole life is boats.
Right. So so it's not just the one in the photo behind you. You're part owner of 5 others. Are those part of the charter business as well? Are they wrapped up into that
One
business?
other one is Sea Charter, and it's a CHB trawler, 35 foot, 6-passenger, and she kind of fell in our lap during COVID and was our COVID project, and so she goes out for bay tours and smaller groups and that kind of thing.
Okay, well, so seeing as how we kind of transitioned into this anyways, why don't you tell us more about Baylight Charters and what you're all about, how many vessels you got, the sizes, and everything you can tell me about your business, and don't be shy
Awesome.
to puff yourself up a little
That's
bit.
it. So we are based on San Francisco Bay. Like I said, we have Gaslight, which is the tall ship. She's 49 passenger. She's super unique in the fact that they, the scow schooners, the hay scows they were called, were the semi trucks of the day before engines and bridges. And so if you can imagine, San Francisco during the gold rush was built by hay scows, like Gaslight, because they sail flat. She's flat bottomed. She has a retractable keel, so only need 3.5 feet of water. So back in the day, they would beach them, have all the hay and lumber and eggs and everything that it took to feed and build San Francisco, they were responsible for. So fast forward to the early 90s, and Billy Martinelli, who was the builder, built our beautiful vessel but built it for parties. So she has an enclosed deck. She's 75 feet long with her bowsprit, 22 feet wide, and about 1,500 square feet of decks below and above. Um, so she's got kind of a speakeasy feel. She's got a full bar and lounging couches. It's stunningly beautiful with all the modern design and woodwork, two heads, and so we do a lot of corporate events. Being here in the tech area, we do a lot of AI and Meta and Apple and Google and all of them, as well as banks and accounting firms.
Right.
We do a lot of life events, so birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and ash scatterings.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, yeah, those are actually one of my favorite because they mean so much to the people on board, and
Right.
it's
Yeah.
we do the 8 bells at the end of spreading the ashes, and it's just a really touching, heartfelt send off. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so that's our main bread and butter. And then, like I said, we have the trawler that goes out and does, smaller groups and smaller teams. And she's just a great boat, just really comfortable with a fly bridge and an interior if the weather isn't great. So, yeah, those are our two boats, and we run a crew in the high season of about 30 people. We are just about to go into our slow season, so we get rain here in the winter, so it tends to slow down. And sailors tend to be skiers, and we've got Lake Tahoe right here, so everyone kind of puts on a new hat and heads to the slope. So
Right.
uh,
So, is it most of your charters then are more day trips? Is kind of what I'm
correct,
gathering. Do you
correct.
do any overnighters, or is it all
Not
just
at all.
just
Not
day
at
trips?
all. Ever since the fishing vessel that caught fire, the Coast Guard changed all the regulations, and it's nearly impossible to do an overnight. But that being said, our boat isn't really designed for overnight. She's designed for your 3-hour tour with a big group of people where we let people help raise the sails. There's 2,000 square feet of sails on board. And like I said, we have a bar and catering and stuff. So it's more of a get out in nature and network and enjoy the scenery kind of boat.
Right. Right. Cool. I mean, it is. I like how you brought up the spreading of the ashes. It's when you think about charters like that, I've never really considered it, but apparently you get a lot of it. And it does make sense that it would be um, interesting and important both for the family, but to be a part of that for such a. I mean, weddings are important, obviously, but the end of someone's life is another big important thing in life as well, and it's just something I'd never considered anybody would even book a charter for, but it 100% makes sense. And I'm like, hey, it's just one of those things that's why I have these conversations, right? It's because I want to know more about businesses like yours and what you're actually doing, and just the little intricacies like that, the things that make you happy within that business. And it's nice to hear that that's as odd as it sounds, it's nice to hear it that you can be a part of someone's event in their life like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you need to know until you need to know it. And then it is nice to have someone who does it on the regular so they can help guide and um, make it as, easy and seamless as possible. So sure, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd imagine after you've done more of them, like you just said, that you've probably learned a few things since the first time you did one,
You bet.
like pointing the wind in the right direction. I'm sure.
Amen. Amen. That's
Yeah,
a mistake you don't make twice.
yeah, I bet. Okay. Um, so, I mean, you're obviously out there in the world. You've been around in the game for some time. How do you get your name out there? What's your some of your maybe your marketing strategies, and especially in today's age of technologies that we have? You've been in around for a while, so I mean, you probably marketed yourself when you started out even just doing photography, a lot of word of mouth and making connections and all of that. But since the internet's come around, I'm always interested to know how people, and being a marketer myself, I'm always interested to know how people are promoting themselves these days.
Well, definitely. The good thing about our business and our boat is that you can't be a sailor in San Francisco and not know of Gaslight. She was built in Sausalito. She is California history. We take out kids in fourth grade and teach them
That's cool.
and we take with the Maritime Museum. They help sponsor it. And so it's everywhere we go, someone comes up to us and says, "That's my favorite boat. That's my favorite boat." So buying this boat particularly was kind of a easy spot to get her known because she's already known.
Hmm.
That being said, we have close to 500 five-star reviews on Google and Yelp. And it's just one of those things where, as a company, we believe in unreasonable hospitality. So we really try to leave people better than we find them. And on that same vein, there's something for everyone on board. It's very well appointed. We have a complimentary coffee, tea, hot beverage station. There's a pirate chest for kids so that there's games. There's a full bar. There's catering that can be customized for different dietary recommendations. You can help raise the sales. If you're sitting out on the deck, the crew will come bring you blankets or pillows so it's really one of those things where we believe that the best way to advertise is to have the people that have been on board tell the people that they interact with about it. And we see so many repeat, especially in the corporate avenue. It's one of those things,
Just a lot of word of mouth, just people
a
talking
lot of
about
word of
going
mouth.
and
That
having the experience.
said,
Yeah,
we have an SEO company that we do Google ads, and
right.
we do Yelp, and we do all the wedding platforms, and we put out 2 to 3 blogs every month, and we have postcards, we have, you name it, we try it. Sunglasses that everybody goes home with. So yeah, early to
So,
bed, early to rise, advertise, advertise, advertise,
right.
right?
So, I mean, what's the website? I'm just trying to pull it up here right now, just so we can share it with people.
Art.
Just baylightcharters.com. That's what it is,
You
hey?
got it. Yep,
Right.
that's it.
Cool. And I mean, you obviously are on social media and all of that. Just, I mean, specifically, you're not paying for any paid advertisements on Google or Facebook. You're just kind of letting it natural organic traffic and that sort of thing.
Google, we pay for AdWords to
Do
get
you?
in the top ranking.
Okay.
The the thing about San Francisco is most of the charter companies that are here have been here for ages, like 20 years or so. So when the internet
Hmm.
happened, they all got the top slots. So we've been working slowly, diligently to get up on the first page. So
Right. With a
the
combination of SEO and
yeah,
your paid Google AdWords. Right.
yeah. And I
Cool.
have a couple, I present at the local high school for their marketing class. So I have a
Hmm.
couple of the students that do my social media for me
Oh,
and
nice.
help mentor them through the process. It's a paid position, but that way I don't spend my time on social media where they love to be and I don't. I like to be.
Fair enough. So, I mean, in a roundabout, you are paying someone to manage your
Yeah,
social media,
you
even if
bet.
it's a young kid. That's fine. I mean, they need jobs too,
Yeah.
and that's cool that you're helping someone out that way, and they're helping you. It's a give take. That's cool, and it's working out well for you. So, um,
Well, and that demographic knows what's going on in the social media
right.
arena way more than someone my age does.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume then you're probably not even you're not tapped into any of the new technologies like AI and things coming out to take advantage of any of those tools at all, or are you? Maybe you can enlighten me.
I mean, I definitely use ChatGPT and
I mean, outside of using it for like a
yeah,
Google search.
yeah, yeah. No, not currently, but like I said, we're just ending our season, and our season is sipping from a fire hose. So come this winter, we our plans are to reevaluate our booking uh, process and reevaluate and see what AI has to offer. We're um, Most of the platforms that we're using are offering AI assistance in it, but I know there's definitely a lot of opportunity, excuse me,
Yeah,
there.
there is 100%, and a lot of people don't even realize some of the tools that are available to them. Not necessarily direct for marketing purposes, but just operating the business. You know, and it's something I kind of asked of everybody because it is the world that we're moving into. We're not moving, we're in it. I mean,
Yeah.
this technology is not just taking over; it's already here and running a lot of the things in our day to day. And you probably don't even realize you're interacting with an AI sometimes. So It's just something I like to ask because it is kind of the business that I'm in as well. Um, so I did, as you were talking there, I just had this thought, and I don't know if you're doing it, if it's something you've considered. You kind of touched on it with, letting people, raise and lower sales and all of that. Have you ever considered or gotten into teaching and training people how to sail and all of that, being that you have such a beautiful vessel to give them that unique opportunity to learn on something so cool?
Yeah, yeah, thanks. She is cool. One of our business partners and my husband, he was a sailing instructor for almost 10 years. So we have a curriculum. When we bought the business, that was one of the avenues we wanted to go in. And then COVID hit. So we haven't really exercised that yet.
But it's still potentially something you
Yeah,
would
we
look at in
we
the
put
future,
it out
maybe.
to different yacht clubs and we put it out to the sailing schools and tried to, drum up that sort of business there, but it hasn't really taken off and it's not a really strong revenue source.
Mm.
So we've been really focused on, because we bought the business 6 months before COVID, so that it's been a exciting time for us. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
I bet it's been that was a tough go for a lot of people. But in the yacht world, from who I've been talking to recently, at least as far as yacht sales,
oh
that
yeah, they
time
went
it
crazy.
went through the roof during that time. And
Right.
understandably, people wanted to get out on the water, and if they're going to be isolated, they might as well do it in a cool environment, like being out on the water on a sailboat or a yacht or uh, whatever, right? I mean, RV sales also at the same time went through the roof as well. Same sort of idea. um, but I can understand how instructing people would kind of fall off during that time, indeed.
Well, and we're a 49 passenger boat, so that wasn't exactly safe distancing. So we were kind of dead in the water. To give you an idea, we're going to do 32 charters in October, and we did 12 the year of 2020.
Mm,
So it was one of those things where it just happened. But our boat wasn't one of the ones that were lucky to be accessible because the price point isn't really conducive to six or less, right?
yeah, yeah. Um, Now, as far as what you're doing now, where you see your business going in the future, are you looking to expand, buy more vessels? Are you happy where you are right now? Give me a sense of, and maybe what you see the future of what you're doing in the industry going forward here.
Yeah, not really interested in buying more vessels currently. It's going to be really interesting to watch what happens in San Francisco with AI because it's such a tech-based city that we are seeing that the team building is slowing because there are so many layoffs happening and AI filling those spots. So
Hmm.
not really looking to expand so much. We've branched out a little bit this year and signed on the Princess Cruises and Holland America. So we are an excursion when they come in town. People can go out on our boat. So we're kind of just holding steady with what we have and just gonna kind of ride this storm of the AI and the tariffs and the layoffs and all of that. So um, we are hoping for brighter days coming. Um, it's just been a wobble since we've owned the business, and so we're just kind of wait and see.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, it is, and that makes sense. Um, all right. So, speaking of that, I mean, you're kind of touching on it yourself there. Or do you sense or get the feeling right now that your business is slowing down, or these jobs are taking money away from people's pockets so they can't afford to come do this? Like, are you seeing a drop off in business because of this?
Oh, we definitely, when all that tariff stuff happened last year in May, we did 19 charters. This year, May, we did four, and
Mm,
it was a really slow spring. Our fall picked up to normal and actually better than normal. But it was where last year we had met a Facebook out at least 2 times a month, more likely 4 times a month. I think we saw them twice this year.
mm.
So there is definitely change afoot where the, minting of new millionaires every day is I mean, San Francisco is a technology-based city and where you want to be. So I have a feeling that it's just a wobble at
Mhm.
the boat, but it's been a rocky year for charters all afoot. Everyone I talk to in the industry is about down 40%. So
And what do you equate that to the AI situation, or is there something else maybe that might be
it's
contributing to that?
AI. I think that it's the tariffs and all the scarcity that happened this spring with the funding and all of that. The corporations, which I said is about 80% of our businesses,
Mhm.
they just froze all spending because they weren't sure what was going to happen with their supply chain and what was going to happen with.
Just general uncertainty in the market across the board with a new presidency and all of that, whatever that means in general. But I mean, I guess I can understand that how they kind of tighten the belt a little bit and hold off until they can see what's going to happen, and
Well, if
then
you remember, the spring was pretty scary. I mean, it was, they were going to triple the tariffs on everybody, and we weren't going to bring anything in, and all of that. So it was like all the supply chain. A lot of Oakland is ships coming in from all over, and that was being threatened. And so it was just a really scary time knowing what was going to happen for the industry and with the chips and with all of that. So we definitely saw it. We saw it across the board. All the charter companies felt it.
but you did improve coming into the fall, though, is what you were saying. This fall was better than last year. A slow start at the beginning of the year, but picked up
Yeah,
at the
but
end.
well, overall, we're down about 40%, I would say.
Yeah,
Year.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you have this
That's a
year with the
big.
government shutdown, right? We had the Blue Angels didn't fly for Fleet Week. And so there's just been like a 1-2 punch coming at us. But
Mhm. Well,
luckily,
hopefully this fall is indicative of things turning around, and in the
again,
spring it's gonna be better than ever for you. I hope that is the way it goes for you for sure.
I mean, everything's cyclical, right?
100%, yeah. So, um, awesome. I mean, that's a little bit of an insight into your world and what you've been seeing in the times that we're in right now. And I've really enjoyed having you here, and I'm glad you took the time out of your day to come spend some time with me here and do this recording. Is there anything else that you want people to know about or talk about before I kind of get to the end of this? Is there
Yeah, I would just say
websites
check us
or
out on baylightscharters.com. We're on all the social platforms, and truly, she is the Belle of the Bay and one of the most beautiful ships I've ever been on.
Mhm.
So come out and join us.
Awesome. Okay, I do have one last question, and I think you're very unique position to answer this with your background and all the things you've told me with the number of vessels you've been on. So it's going to be a kind of a two-part. You can answer one part or both. It's up to you, but it's generally something I kind of ask of people. One, what's your favorite place that you've ever sailed to? Or
Mm.
two, of all the vessels you've been on, which one is your favorite? And you can answer one or both of those.
I've sailed a lot of places. There's oh gosh, it would be really hard to say. I think my favorite place to sail is on yacht deliveries because you get into the rhythm of sailing where it's a friend of mine really summed it up perfectly. You sleep till you're hungry, you eat till you're full, you do your watch, you sleep till you're hungry, you eat till you're full. So it's just a simple way of life, and that's what I love the most about sailing.
Not so much a location, but
I
just
mean, that's why
the
you
act of
have a
doing.
boat, not an RV, because an RV inevitably you're going to end up in a Walmart parking lot where on a sailboat, you're always in a beautiful destination. I mean, pick your beauty, right? There's 15 years I went to the Caribbean. We've sailed all over Mexico. We've sailed the whole coast of California multiple times. It's East Coast I've sailed. I love it.
Yeah, that's a
Wish
very unique answer. And every time I ask that to somebody, some people know right away this specific location that was the best place I've ever been. And kind of like your answer, the one gentleman answered, I'm just happy to be out in the open ocean, just where you can't see any land. And to him, that was beauty. It didn't matter where, as long as it was away from the land. And I kind of get the same sense from you. You're just happy to be on the water and be on the vessel in general.
Well, I like the simplicity of sailing. I like that it's challenging and yet there's a rhythm to it and nature all around. So yeah, that's probably my favorite. And I don't have a favorite boat. I don't think there's one perfect boat. I think you figure out what you want to do and find the boat that was designed for that. Right boat, right voyage.
Fair enough. Was there one ever that kind of sticks in your heart that
Too
meant
many.
something more to you, or they're all kind of equal?
I'm on my 48 Panoceanic right now, and right now this one's my favorite.
Right now, this is your baby. Okay.
That's my baby. I mean, I don't know. I got a lot of babies.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. I mean, hey, that's the reason why I ask it. I mean, everybody's got a unique perspective, and that's why the podcast is called Portside Perspectives, right? Everybody has a different view on things. So, Allie, it was really awesome having you on here with me again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully your season in the spring blasts off and you hit higher revenues than you ever had before.
I love that. Thank you. It's
All
been
right. Take care.
Thanks for sailing with us. This has been Portside Perspectives.